What's up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another New York Giants video. A clean-shaven Baddog. Need a haircut, though. But thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate you clicking on the video. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. Helps the video out huge. Hit the subscribe button and ring that bell. Both free and easy to do. Free agency. Getting ready to get in full swing here in the next couple of days. And obviously, a lot of you know I live in upstate New York, and we're looking down the barrel of a nor'easter coming in here. It looks like on Tuesday. I don't go to work when it snows. That's just part of it. And you work for the state and you have all the time off. You don't go into work. I'm not going into work on Tuesday. So maybe I'll live stream during the day for a few hours because I'm going to be home. If this actually hits, and the weathermen, they're hit or miss. They don't really know. But if we're getting 12 to 18 inches of snow, I'm not driving in that. So I can tell you that right now. So I will be home if that does hit us here, and I'm not going to be happy camp because I don't like the snow. Anyway, I digress. Get way off topic, as I tend to do. So the New York Giants are going to sign Sterling Shepard to a one-year deal, it looks like. And a little bit surprising, I think, but not surprising. I didn't see the terms. I don't know how much it is. I can't imagine they're going to give him too much. Sterling Shepard, I loved when we got him. I'm a Sooner fan. I love Sterling Shepard at Oklahoma. I thought Sterling Shepard was going to be an absolute stud for the Giants. And Sterling Shepard has certainly shown flashes of being a very dependable wide receiver. Biggest problem is he's had a lot of injury problems. And again, he tore his Achilles last year, so missed most of the season. He's had concussion issues. He's had a lot of injuries. And all we can hope for Shep is that he stays healthy because he can definitely be a productive member of the Giants offense. And now that you got Daniel Jones locked up, and I'm sure they're going to work on something with Saquon Barkley, you're going to want to get some surrounding pieces. Looking forward to the draft. I know what the Giants are going to do. I hear a lot of things. I hear, the kid from Ohio State, which I can never say his name properly. JSN, we'll just call him that. Jordan Addison, which I would love if we got Jordan Addison. I think Jordan Addison is great. I also have heard Quentin Johnston. I don't think Quentin Johnston from TCU will fall that far, but I'm a big fan of Quentin Johnston, and it would not surprise me if the Giants went wide receiver in the first round, even after signing Sterling Shepard. I don't think Darius Slayton is going to be back here because I do think Darius Slayton is going to get some money, and I don't think the Giants are going to pay him the money he'll get elsewhere. But Sterling Shepard's going to come back on a one-year deal. And again, I think more so with Shepard, it could be not so much the production, but the vocal guy that he is in the locker room, the leader that he is in the locker room with the team. I think that goes a long way. I think it's something that's very undervalued as far as players go. Their impact in the locker room. Again, it's something that doesn't show up in the stats. It's an intangible. I'm not saying players should be paid on intangibles alone. They obviously need to produce. You want to pay them to produce in the field. But I do think Sterling Shepard's impact in the locker room is a big reason why they're bringing him back in a one-year deal. Like I said, hopefully Shep can stay healthy. I'm a big Shepard fan. There's no reason not to like the kid. He works hard. He's a great kid. And hopefully he can stay healthy. Then you got Odell Beckham. Well, Odell Beckham. We heard these rumors last year about Odell Beckham, and it wouldn't have made any sense for the Giants to sign Odell Beckham last year. It wouldn't have made any sense. They couldn't afford him. He was not going to play anyway. What was the point? Now that he's out there and he looks good, anybody can look good in shorts and a T-shirt. Let's be honest. That's why the combine. Somebody calls. I forgot who calls it this. If I remembered, I'd give him the credit. I don't know if it's Uncle Lou or somebody calls it the Underwear Olympics, which is hilarious because that's really what it is. They're out there in shorts and tank tops and they're running routes and they're running 40s, and it doesn't really equate to an NFL game, but still it is an athletic competition. Shows you how great of an athlete these players are. Odell Beckham looking good. And listen, I've always been a guy that has said when the day they traded him, I said I felt like the Giants should trade him. I felt like the Giants were going to trade him. And as soon as they traded him, I felt like he was going to be back here. I felt like he would end his career at the Giants. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to, and I'm not saying the Giants are going to give him a contract. I don't know what Odell Beckham's looking for in the market, and perhaps he's going to price himself out for the Giants to sign him. But obviously, there's going to be a lot of excitement with those rumors. Anytime Odell Beckham is mentioned with the New York Giants, it certainly does raise the not the dander, that's the wrong word, but Giants fans get excited when they hear Odell Beckham because Odell Beckham was a fan favorite. Odell Beckham was really The only exciting thing for this team for many years, during a dark time when we were a really bad team, people paid to watch Odell Beckham play. People paid to watch Odell Beckham take a 7-yard slant 70 yards to the house. He was a very exciting player, probably the most talented receiver the Giants have ever had in their team's history. And if you add a veteran presence like that, I'm not saying Odell Beckham would be 2015 Odell Beckham. And I think if he did become a New York Giant and anybody expected that type of production from him, I think you'd be very disappointed. I don't think Odell Beckham could do the things that he did, especially coming off of a second ACL tear. He's another guy that has dealt with a multitude of injuries throughout his career. There's no questioning his passion. There's no questioning his work ethic, and there's certainly no questioning his talent. But he is getting up there in age, and he has dealt with a lot of injuries. So I don't expect, if they did bring him in here, anywhere close to the type of production that he was, the first time around here. I still think it would be a fun story. And I'm not going to sit here and get mad if they sign him, and I'm not going to be super upset if they don't. But this is definitely something that, as Giants fans, will be keeping an eye on over the next week or so. Obviously, the Odell Beckham saga is always a big deal with the Giants. He would certainly sell tickets. There's no question. He would certainly sell jerseys. And if you're looking at it from a business aspect, the New York Giants would be smart to bring him in here. But again, there's more to football than intangibles in the locker room. There's more to football than just the business aspect of football. There is the production of the field, which is probably 70% of it, right? You want your guys to come in here, you're paying them to produce. Odell Beckham would need to be healthy, and he would need to produce. Now, he couldn't be worse than Kenny Golladay. He certainly couldn't be worse than Kadarius Toney. You would think that he'd be a little bit better than that. But, all this stuff is fun, and that's why free agency is great. You're going to have all these rumors, you're going to have all these things out there, all this news about this player and that player. I hear Tremaine Edmonds. I hear Gabriel Davis. I hear the Giants going after Gabe Davis, which I would love for Gabriel Davis to come over here. Obviously, he worked with Daboll and Shane in Buffalo, and he's a very underrated wide receiver. We've heard trade rumors about DeAndre Hopkins. So, again, the next week or so will be a lot of fun with the free agent stuff. And then obviously you work towards the draft. You start getting a lot more mock drafts. You're going to hear a lot more trades. Obviously the Bears traded the first pick to Carolina. So it has already started. Now there's talk about maybe Carolina trading out of that first pick. And who knows, right? This is a crazy time in the NFL. It's a fun time for sure. The Giants do have some cap space, so we'll see exactly what they do. Again, I don't think that Shane is going to make a massive free agent splash and go out there and get an absolute stud, but we'll wait and see what happens. One thing I do know is Sterling Shepard seems to be coming back here in a 1-year deal, and we'll take a look at the rest. So, as always, I appreciate you watching. Want to knock out a quick video on a Sunday. I'll be live for the Lakers and the Knicks later tonight at 8:45. You're watching the video, want to come by and hang out. I look forward to seeing you all then. If not, it's all good. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out. Peace.